One of the themes for IMS is this integration of
Yeah.
online and inbound marketing and content marketing and mobile marketing. And in a way, you could say that gamification is one way to start to stitch together, an experience that you have in one channel with an experience that you have in a different channel. And it's the cookies that you're leaving, or it's the credits that you're building in one channel that maybe get redeemed on another channel. I guess that is that another way to think about gamification in the broader kind of integration sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to open up a lot of doors for brands working with each other, taking offline and bringing it online, and vice versa. It's really an active channel to open up a lot of doors in the terms of who's working with each other, what consumers are doing online with each other. I mean, you're going to start seeing a lot of brands figuring out that gamification is a way to get their consumers engaging with each other. We always talk about, consumers engaging with the brand. And I think sometimes within social media that gets lost because the brand is trying so hard to get the consumer to engage with them. I just saw an article on Advertising Age this morning that said that, top brands are getting less than 1% of engagement from their consumers. And while that seems really small, just like what you guys were talking about with how big Facebook is and kind of the cost per person when you look at their IPO, they are a traditional media company. I mean, they're getting, pay-per-click rates right now. And that's really going to help when you start talking about gamification, you bring that into the arena. That's going to help with that brand engagement, and it's also going to help with consumers kind of banding together around loyalty for brands.
Gamification may be a lever that you can use to sort of amp up the volume, amp up that word of mouth in certain ways that then gives people incentives not just to participate, but to spread the word, to share, to get their friends to sign up. We're even seeing some referral type applications out there where if you get 5 people to sign up for something, you qualify for the next level of prize. Isn't that what it's all about, is sort of engineering this word of mouth?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can tweet and post Facebook updates all day, but until one of those consumers out there retweets it or shares it or sends it to a friend, you're not going to go anywhere. So, it's the idea of increasing your chances of getting one of your potential customers or your customers to share a piece of your content. You add gamification onto that, it's almost like you're masking the experience. You're incentivizing to do something that you want them to do, but it's also to a benefit of the consumer themselves. One thing to remember is that, it really benefits you to really understand who your customer is and how gamification works with them. Because obviously there's so many different demographics out there at age groups that each one's going to look at it differently. I mean, I think you look at the younger teens, it's something as simple as maybe, the gamification is acknowledging them through a tweet. It's that simple to get them to participate, whereas an older demographic, maybe the baby boomers, it needs to be a coupon, or it needs to be points, or it needs to be, some kind of badge recognition that they could put on their sports blog. So it's interesting to look at the different demographics and how gamification works with each of them and what they need as an incentive. And a lot of that can be done through testing. We have brands that might start in one direction, realize that it's not a home run, we make some tweaks, and all of a sudden it's working.